Strange time of living in panic and hysteria.
Can I do a freestyle for you, man?
Yeah, let me hear something.
All right. But I need your help because I'm going to go off top. So let me get 3 of the most creative, challenging words you can think of. No food and no animals.
Wait, bro, are you the dude on YouTube?
I don't know who you're talking about.
Oh, I gotta charge you.
If you lie to the government, they'll put you in prison. But when they lie to all of us, it's called being a politician. You think taking guns away will save our kids from the killings? But you're pro-choice, abortion kills way more children. If America's so terrible and racist, it probably isn't safe to encourage immigration. Just saying. All the
What's good, my Critty fam, and we're back! Finally, I know it's been a few days. We were James Bond 00F over here. Well, 007, 00F. Out of order. The laptop, so I was trying to get the webcam to work. It said I had to download different software on my laptop for it to be compatible. So it basically refreshed my whole laptop but it erased everything. Like my Google Explorer, it basically wiped my computer, and it damn near took 2 days to reboot. I didn't even know if it was going to come back on. I was starting to that my phone wasn't working for the last 2 days. So we're back up and running today, though, and it could be a weird sign. Not that I believe in all type of stuff like this, but I had a dream last night that I got the real 100K plaque in the mail. I know there was more to the dream. It was a little weird, but so the computer and my phone ain't working. Then today it works. I had the dream last night, so it was just like, boom, I gotta do a video today. This guy saying, do this video, and when you wake up tomorrow morning, you're gonna be at 1 million subscribers. No, but this one is gonna be Ren's Diazepam. I know all my Ren lovers out there. After this, I know we always react to just music, but there's a few things that I've been finding online that I want to kind of react to as well, like little stories or other little video clips of things. And one being behind me right there, the great Frank on Shameless is, and I use this show and use Frank as an example because I know Ren is from the UK, and I know UK has their own version of Shameless. So I'm sure some of you will appreciate that, like as The Office. That's another different video I'm going to get into. I love The Office and I love Shameless, and I'm pretty sure the UK, which I know a lot of you viewers are, Ren fans from the UK, have their own version of The Office too. And it's the story of it's called like the story of the anti-hero, or the journey of the anti-hero, if you want to call it. Which I'll explain in another video, but Frank is going to be my example of that. And if you know the journey of the anti-hero, you know what I'm talking about. But this one, I'm going to jump into Ren's Diazepam. If you haven't, real quick. Well, 2 things. First of all, hit that subscribe button so we could get them viewers up and away. And secondly, if you didn't check out the video I posted before this, please go check it out. It's so good. I never heard of Ray Vaughn, just like I never heard of Ren the first time I heard Hiren, and it blew me away. This kid blew me away. It's my last video, Ray Vaughn on LA Leakers. It's a rap freestyle, and if Ren is your different type of rap that you like, that's cool. Like me, I like all types of music, so I listen to all of it, but I know a lot stereotype will look at him, young black dude, big gold chain, freestyle rap, it's not your thing. I get it, but give him a chance. Just listen to what he says. The first verse is more just like bar heavy, rapping about life growing up, basically. Not drill music, but really, really good lyrics. Like, he's a very talented writer. No wonder why. and he got signed to a very large record label, so good for him. And the second verse is like a message, like real deep. Like it gave me goosebumps. As in Sick Boy, when I listened to Sick Boy, I think it was, gave me goosebumps. Ren fought the mental illness and the sickness to get over the barriers. This kid grew up sleeping on wooden pallets with cockroaches and EBT, a single mother household, yet he was able to overcome. And the way these guys write with the lyrics and the schemes is just insane, but the message they bring, I please advise you just to go watch that last video. Just give it a chance. Just listen to it once and just see what you think. But without further ado, me talking for 10 minutes like I always do to start my videos. Diazepam, for those if you don't know watching, diazepam is it's a medication for like anxiousness, anxiety, panic attacks, things of that nature. Same as Xanax, more people be familiar with, or Ativan, Clozapine. Same, and again, I already know I'm gonna be able to relate to this song. Cause, like I said, diazepam is a form of it's a benzodiazepine. So Xanax, Clozapine. I have been prescribed Clozapine since I was 17 for like real bad anxiety and panic attacks. So I'm sure I'm gonna feel every word that he says in this song. And to this day, I have real bad PTSD and anxiety disorders. You guys heard some of my story. Again, that's another thing I want to get into, is more of my story too. But I still need to take it at nighttime to help me sleep. Although I can't sleep, I'm just keeping it real. I need to. As bad as it says to say, I need something, right? As much as I talk about Big Pharma, and they still have me, I'm not going to say they have me hooked on it, but I feel like I need it to sleep. Otherwise I get real bad nightmares, or I can't sleep for days. So Ren, being the artistic genius he is, pulling emotions out of you, I'm sure I'm going to feel everything he says to this, because this has been such a drug, a topic that's been literally in my life for the last 15 years, literally since I was 17. So this song is probably going to be written straight from my brain down onto paper. Let's get into this. Hit that subscribe button. Drop a comment. Alright, before the song even starts, don't worry, I'm not going to talk for another hour. But how I always say with Ren and his visuals, and diazepam, like I said, is a drug for anxiety. Also, like, it's not an antidepressant. Like, it helps when you're depressed, because it kind of, like, turns the volume down on the world around you. You know, you're coming home from work, a stressed-ass day, and people are nagging at you, or you got to get this, or you got this. It's boiling up. You take a diazepam. I can breathe. Turns the volume down. You feel isolated, like you're in your own bubble. Like, okay, I'm good now. And Ren's very first visual is this man sitting on a couch in a little apartment by himself, looking like he just took a diazepam. Sometimes when you start, there's a difference too between using it and abusing it. At this point, I used to abuse them. I did. And this is exactly what I looked like. And that's why I paused it right here, because this is what I looked like. If you in my room every day, just painkillers. Again, if you follow my story from the accident and the breakup, when my addiction had started, benzos were part of that as well. And I looked just like him, sit in a room, in a dark room by yourself, just drawn into your own bubble. When you let it control your life, like when you're abusing it, this is what it will do to you. I'm right now at that stage where, yeah, I use them, but I take my prescribed dosage at nighttime when I need to go to sleep. But if I was doing that during the day, I would not be able to work every day. I would not have the energy to play with my daughters, because, yeah, it does help me at night to sleep, and it turns the stress down, turns the volume down. But that's for me at nighttime so I could sleep. During the day, like, it makes you real drowsy. It makes you just out of it. Like I said, it makes you feel like you're in your own isolated bubble, but you get sleepy. So it's not productive during the day. And if you're abusing them, you'll sleep the days away and you'll forget everything. You can't remember a thing, and everything just gets real foggy and hazy. So you have to be very careful with something like this, between using it and abusing it and looking like this, or being able to work every day and use it as prescribed. So it does have its negatives and positives, just like Ren always talks about, the dark and the light side of everything.
Oh my, I seem to feel so much better when it kicks in. Chemical kitchen, feel my brain destruct. Oh, diazepam me, turn that volume down on my demons and he.
See how he said right there? I like how he said that too. He says, diazepam you, like D-I-E, like die, like no longer live. Like diazepam, like I don't want to have to use you as my crutch. Like I don't want to have to use you. Get out of my life. But like I said, it turns the volume down on life, like all the stress. He said, turns the volume down on my demons, and you get the relief just for a second. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say you get the that relief. But it's just for a second. Like just because you took that doesn't mean all those outside problems that are causing that stress, they're not going to go away. When that diazepam wears off and you come back in, all those problems are still there. Eating that diazepam to abuse it, to avoid demons, avoid not doing something, is going to draw you further away from it. And I was at that point where I was addicted to them, which I can say now that I'm glad I don't have to use them during the day and feel like this anymore.
Give me relief just for a second and you make it all so numb. Oh, why diazepam do you make me feel like everything's not dissolving? Spinning doors are evolving. Swallow a tablet, I'm overindulging.
Yes, see, that's what I just said. You when you take it, the pill, it seems like it all goes away. You know what I mean? But that's just for a second. It's a rotating door. Because when the pill's gone and it wears away, you come back in, right? Spinning doors are evolving. Swallow another tablet, so now I'm indulgent. So now, like I said, between taking it as prescribed or abusing it. And that's where the difference comes in. I literally just said that. When you abuse it, you know what I'm saying? When you're indulging in it, like exactly, it's a revolving door. Like I said, you're gonna eat one, go down, come back into all the stress and same problems, eat another one, go down, come back up, revolving door. Ah, come on! I knew I'd probably be able to stop it at every line in this song too, because like it's like not only does he sing, like I can feel it, and just the visuals alone, how the paleness in the face, just the look in the eyebrows, his subtleness and detail is so loud though.
Try diazepam to be the optimist and resist cards folding. You're the crutch that I'm holding. Don't want tomorrow, cause right now I'm golden.
Right now you feel good, but when it wears off you don't.
Oh, diazepam. When you leave, why can't I breathe like you've stolen my very essence, my coding? Went for a swim and then drowned in your ocean. Don't lie, diazepam. You promised me the world, but now I'm rotting and molding. In my face it feels swollen. Anesthetic, I block that emotion.
Oh, yo, that was tough right there. That whole last verse is exactly everything that I was just speaking on. When you leave, why I can't lie like you're stolen. My very essence, my coding. Like when you get dependent on it and you don't have it, you feel like you're dying. Like, oh my God, I need it. And that's all you think about. Like when you get so far into your addiction, when you're indulging in it, you need it. Like, so when I don't have it, I can't breathe. Like you start to panic. Isn't that ironic, right? And anxiety medicine, a medicine that's prescribed for anxiety and panic attacks, that when you don't have it, like when your body is finally equipped for it, addicted to it, whatever you want to call it, and you don't have it, your anxiety and panic attacks come back tenfold, like 10 times stronger. How ironic is that? You could take Tylenol every day, which actually I have to take Tylenol damn near every day too because my job be killing my back, right? So I usually would take Tylenol in the morning and Tylenol at night. But if I would wake up tomorrow morning, I didn't have my Tylenol, I wouldn't start having a panic attack. Like, oh my God, I need my Tylenol. Like, that's how I got to get through my day. But when you're addicted to benzos or opiates, that's how it is. If I was still addicted to my opiates, I would wake up like that, or my benzos or Diazepam, Xanax, whatever you want to call it. I wake up and not have them. I would literally wake up already having a panic attack. Like if I took my last one the night before, I would wake up already having an anxiety attack knowing I don't have any for the day. How am I going to get through this day? I'm having a panic attack just thinking about getting the medicine to stop the panic attacks. It's a never-ending revolving door of fucking shit when you're addicted to it, and it just kills you physically, mentally, and emotionally. And that's why his visual is just a kid sitting on a train alone by himself, just looking like that, because it just has you in your own world of just fucking screwed upness. I went for a swim, but then I drowned in your ocean. Like, you lied to me. You promised me the world, but now I'm rotting and molding. You prescribed me this medication telling me it's going to help me. It's going to take my anxiety and my panic attacks away. So I went for a swim. It's a hot-ass day. That's a cold pool. I'm sweating. That sounds like an awesome idea. Jumped in, expecting to go for a swim and hop out and be nice and cooled off, but instead you end up drowning. Here, take this prescription. It's going to make you feel so much better. Your anxiety, everything's going to go away. Now what are you doing? Now you're eating them every day. Now you lost your job. You don't have energy to play with your kids. Your mental state is fucked up. You lost 40 pounds because you're not eating, you're not doing nothing, you're not exercising. Your physical, mental health, it just goes to shit. You promised me I was going to get better, but now I'm worse than I am when you prescribed them to me. Which, again, that's the difference that he distinguishes between swallowing the tablet and indulging in it. If you're taking it as prescribed, if you really, anxiety and depression is a real thing. Trust me, PTSD is a real thing. No, I never served in the Army, Marines, war vet, nothing like that. Respect to all you guys and love every day, no matter what. I can't imagine, like, I have crazy PTSD. I can't imagine having gone through a war in Iraq and coming home and not having PTSD. Some people need this medicine. It helps. That's why it exists. But Big Pharma does take advantage of vulnerable people. And when you lie to someone, say it's going to help you, it's going to take it away, not it's going to make it worse. Or they don't explain to you. My doctor never explained to me the crazy side effects it would have, or the withdrawal effects it would have, I should say. Prescribing it to me when I was 17. I was a child. And so I started to abuse it because, when you take it, it makes you feel, at first, it makes you feel amazing. It turns all the stress down. All the volume goes away. That's why people get addicted to it. It feels good. Same reason why people drink alcohol, or it feels good. That's why people do it. But you take advantage of vulnerable kids that are truly dealing with anxiety and this type of shit, and then you just jam these prescriptions down their throat, but you don't warn them about the side effects. Like, if you take this too long or you abuse it, you're going to become extremely addicted, and the withdrawals are going to be a sickness like you've never imagined. You're going to feel like you are dying. They don't explain that part to you, though. Oh, come on. This is going to be too long of a video. Free falling. You lose control of everything. Once you're in too deep, you drown. You free fall.
Synesthetic dreaming, I'm carried away. Anesthetic bleeding, a place for the pain. Self-destructive healing is one and the same. Oh, Diazepam. Synesthetic dreaming, I'm carried away. Anesthetic bleeding, a place for the pain. Self-destructive healing is one and the same. Don't lie, diazepam.
Stuck in the train, looks like they can't get out of that train. Run. Get away from it.
Anesthetic bleeding, a place for the pain. Self-destructive healing is one and the same.
Looking at yourself in the mirror. That's the best way to interpret yourself, man. Just look at yourself in the mirror. One of those last lines there was so dope. Again, not even to get into his rhyme scheming, right? Synthetic dreaming, I'm carried away. Anesthetic bleeding, a place for the pain. Anesthetic bleeding, anesthesia, like when you're under the anesthesia, like you're knocked out, you're sleeping. That's basically the same thing that benzodiazepines do for you. You take, say you're prescribed to take 1 milligram. You take 4 milligrams, your ass is going to be in an anesthetic state of mind. You're going to be knocked out. You're going to be rocked. You're going to be asleep. I guarantee it. Trust me. And when you wake up, you don't remember anything. Just like surgery. When you go in under surgery under real anesthetics and you wake up, you don't remember feeling the surgery. That's how benzodiazepines are. When you take one, you wake up, you don't remember. And so he's saying like synthetic dreaming, I'm carried away. Synthetic is fake. Because he's taking these pills, he's in this weird state of mind, like I said, where you feel like you're dreaming. You're floating off. You're in another world. So all your stress is out here. You're in this fake world now over here, right? But you're dreaming this shit. It's all just an illusion because you're on the diazepam. You're on the drug. So that's a fake dream right there that you're having. But you're anesthetically bleeding. You're not there mentally. You're like basically under anesthesia because you basically are under anesthesia. You take too much benzodiazepine. And that's a place for you to go to let your pain out. That's your outlet. So you're bleeding like I bleed on these tracks or I bleed on this. It's a way of saying like that's where you give yourself to. That's your outlet. So in essence, he's saying, I take these anesthetics. I take these diazepams to get in this anesthetic state so I can have these synthetic dreams. I can have these fake dreams of not being stressed out, not having bills, not having my back hurt, not having to worry about money to pay for birthday presents. When you come out of that state of mind, that you got to come out of the anesthesia eventually. They can't keep you under anesthesia forever or you're going to die. When you come out of that state of mind, out of that benzo mind, you're back into reality. So escaping in there and bleeding and letting your pain out over there, but you still got to come to reality, that revolving door. Self-destructive healing is one and the same. That line right there is so powerful. You think you're helping yourself by taking this medicine because when you take it, you don't feel the stress. You don't feel the tenseness. If it goes down to detail that little, when you're so stressed out, you don't even realize your muscles are all tensed up when you're stressed out. And that's why days after being stressed, you feel exhausted and you feel sore and you feel like you don't want to, because your muscles have been tense the whole time. When your muscles are tense, they're working. It's like working out, pumping iron, your muscles get tense. When you're stressed, it's the same shit. Your muscles tense up. That's why when you're stressed for days, you feel exhausted, you feel lethargic, you feel weak because your muscles been doing a lot. So the self-destructive healing, eating these pills, you feel like you're healing yourself because you're not dealing with the stress and the everyday problems, like the paper problems. But you're being destructive at the same time. You don't see that you're actually hurting your body physically and mentally. And then that's twofold, because once you come out of, when the diazepam wears off, now you're lethargic, sick, feel like shit, and still got to deal with the stress, the bills, the problems, the energy. So now you got two major problems. So instead of just feeling anxiety and dealing with all these other problems, now you gotta deal with the side effects of the medication they gave you. Now you're withdrawn and you still gotta deal with the real life problems. So at the root of it, no, a counselor, if you're gonna be prescribed diazepam, should sit down and help you work through those issues so that you can take the medication as prescribed if you need it. If you can get through all those issues by working hard staying healthy, going to the gym, working out, and you don't even need that medicine, great, you just won. That's awesome. But if you do all that and you still just, you're mentally PTSD, again, you can't, I don't think you could go to the gym and work off PTSD. They need the medicine. But if you're taking it as prescribed and not indulging in it, it can help. Oh man, I know I did a lot of talking on this video. Wow, we're at next year. I thought we were going to be a lot longer. Good thing this wasn't a lot longer of a song, because if Ren would have hit us with 7 more verses, probably would have been like a 4-hour long video. But as soon as I seen the title, I was going to do one of the different Ren songs, or the story of the anti-hero, as I want to bring it to y'all. But then I seen Diazepam on the title, and like I said, it's something that's afflicted my whole life, literally up until this day, literally. So yeah, so I had to jump into that because, again, that's kind of another touchy subject that people, everyone, 99% of people deal with it or know someone that is dealing with it, whether it be a family or a family member or a close friend or yourself. I can guarantee 99% of people can relate to someone that is indulging in a substance to turn the volume down on the world. Whether that be diazepam, alcohol, cocaine, whatever. So that, like I said, that's basically what Ren does in a lot of his songs. He just takes my thoughts and he can articulate them on paper and elocute them in words and visuals far better than I can ever do. So that's why we stick to reacting to this man instead of me trying to formulate this on a page myself. I'm not an artistic genius like this man. But that was a great song. Again, Ren never leaves us disappointed. We're going to hop into some of those other videos too as well. Like I said, the Critic Fam, Critic Gang, I ain't even got to explain it to you anymore. If you get it and you're still here watching me, you already know what it is. I don't got to keep explaining it every video. But if you haven't subscribed, hit that button. What are you waiting? It's absolutely free. You don't even got to fill out your name. Just click and hit that thumbs up button. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. But that was Ren Diazepam for tonight. I hope y'all have a lovely night, and we will catch you on the next one.